Guys, I found a nose. DM me if it's yours. I will send it back. Is it possible to breathe when smiling? Of course. I just wanted you to smile. My dad in the 80s with a motorcycle riding spaniel. My middle school kids text to me that was supposedly urgent. What the sigma, Riz level 1000 yeah. Desk just exploded on me. I just received this email. Is it spam or should I be worried? We're about to launch an all-out attack on your house. Sincerely, the zombies. You have been pooping wrong your whole life. Things you do wrong every day. What's the best dating app for a guy with an IQ of 80? Best bet is the zoo. This guy leapt through a window, shattering it, and into my house. You have 5 minutes to prepare before a guy breaks into your house with the intention to kill you. You cannot exit your house. What is your strat to survive? Go to the living room. Happening right now. The serpent's eating us. Lol. Lemon, lem off. Let me in. Recommendation on something cool to put here? It's by the front door. If no one can beat a plant, then plant it is. This is my new car I bought. Do not check the subreddit. Flag of the US, but the states I dislike have been obliterated. Found this at the beach today. I don't think this is getting topped. Perfect wooden gun. I invented the number 6. Whoa, really? No, I lied. Drug dealers of Reddit. What's your craziest drug-related story? Come on, bite the sweat. Interests, sports, robotics. Goals, none. Favorite memory, a shovel. Where did Michael's dad go? What do you think the shovel was for? What age did you lose your virginity? 24. I'm 23 as of today, but I'm hopeful for the upcoming years. I'm eating my English test. I let someone borrow my knife at work. This is how they give it back to me. My wife left our son in a hot car. What Yakuza quote do I use to confront her about this? Third time she did this, by the way. Obsessed with this look/hair. But I'm a male. Fuckwad. What's the worst possible reply to? I love you. Okay. KitKat releases Gay Month by releasing a new KitKat with no straight lines. I think they meant no parallel lines because those are still straight. I'm in your walls. You've been permanently banned from participating in the schizophrenia subreddit. Me thinking I was cool with my pet crow in 2003. Would this scare you away if you were a bird? It'd scare me away as a human. I need to make my dog green really fast. No one needs to make their dog green, and you're a loser if you do. That's all I have left. Woke up for work to find out that my ex-girlfriend found my email and sent me this. Crow yourself. How did you beat your not safe for work addiction? I didn't, but I'm trying. You can beat it. I think that's his problem. A cameraless iPhone issued to my buddy that works at a nuclear plant. No cameras allowed. To win $3 billion, you have to survive 24 hours getting chased by a horror villain of your choice. Who are you picking? The Predator. I am old and out of shape and unarmed. Apparently I hold my pencil like a psycho. You are holding the paper at ballpoint. King George having fun. 1938. If I had a jar of hornets and I walked into a store with them and told the cashier to give me something for free, or I'd open the jar, could they have me arrested? Yes. Made a fan art of the letter A. Premium A. I have an extremely cute foster cat, but due to the rules of the organization, I can't upload his pictures to social media. How do I stop this pop-up? Ignore my video in the background. ASMR femboy witch brews you a sus potion and gives you a lap pillow. Did you hear that noise? My orange is running away. The yogurt tower I collected in the mental hospital got thrown away. My hairy legs. I recommend a Gillette for the face and a John Deere for the legs. Cockroaches sent to Mars evolve after 400 years. History of Turkey. What's the dumbest thing you believed as a child? That I would grow up to be happy. What makes you different from the average Redditor? I did not need help naming my cat. I eat kiwis with the hairy skin on. My mom said I seemed to like it, so she wasn't going to stop me. Later on, I found out that I'm a freak of nature for doing it, but I still eat it that way because I just like it. The only downside is that since I like the texture of the hair and skin, I have forbidden fruit moments when I'm looking at the abdomen of a tarantula. Yes, officer, this comment right here. I left my peaceful world on for about 2 days and came back to this. What causes this? I've had this world since 1.6.4. Mobile users, type I was born and let your predictive text continue. What is your origin story? I was born to be a good person and I was a very good person. So you're the good boy. Yo, what the hell is up with the sun? Blind people have read it. What do you find attractive? Am I a joke to you? The face of a girl who bullied my boyfriend into turning off his game. Vehicles should not be noisy billboards. Brat. I have a broken mod that makes my pet's offspring have human traits, and one of my kittens spawned with the homophobic trait. They are making me think gay thoughts. Tell us about them. Spare no details, it helps in tracking the attacks. I saw a guy on a jog, then I started thinking about smashing him and first mistake in my trucking career. It's like Haver. What's Haver? Have a nice day. Found a tomato-shaped tomato at work yesterday. What's the most illegal thing you can do with $1? Change it to 100 pennies, put them in a sock and beat someone to death with it. Controller not charging. Any suggestions? I gently opened the door. Then a brick fell on my pee-pee. Straight banana. This birthday card my daughter made for me. Will stopwatch time transfer to a new phone? I remember I got into an argument on Reddit a while ago with a person over Italian food. It got to the point they were following me into other subreddits to harass me. I clicked on their profile to block them, and their most recent post was them drinking their own piss. At that moment I realized I had spent so much pointless time arguing about the taste of food with someone who drinks their own piss as a hobby. The site is a hellhole. The truth as revealed to me in a dream. Why do I piss blood all the time? Not painful or anything, just blood. See a doctor. Nah man, I just kind of want to know why. Female Uzi fan. I'm a female Uzi fan. What are some of his best songs? Hey, if that's true, I'm willing to pay you if you send a video of your feet and Uzi playing in the background. We are shutting down the subreddit for a week. My Swiss cheese only has one hole. Help, I smashed my laptop because I was bored. Is there anything else I can do to fix this? Go back in time. Create a time machine. Wife was not thrilled with me redecorating the living room. Since the sun is 4.6 billion years old and takes 230 million years to orbit the center of the Milky Way, in his own years, our sun is 20 years old. So I can legally smash the sun? I know a guy who thinks the specialty he drinks negates the negative health effects of his pack-a-day smoking habit. What's the specialty? I think might have smoked one pack too many. Stupidity. My wife and I got into an argument, so I hit her over the head with my Switch. Hundreds of hours of Zelda lost. Someone has probably already imagined you doing the deed with them. Maybe, but people usually wake up from nightmares. What's a common myth about your country that is 100% false, but many people still believe in it? Romania. Many people believe we have vampires, but in my 700 years of living here, I haven't even seen one. I asked my friends back in the castle, and they also haven't seen any. And they've been around longer than I have. What's the wildest place you did the deed to yourself in? Turn around. Redditor posts pictures of his brain MRI. A large portion of his brain is missing. Several other Redditors chime in with their own MRIs. They're all missing large portions of their brains. It's all starting to make sense now. Reddit, what's a killer first date idea? Something that you're both really bad at, gets you both laughing and having a good time. Doing the deed it is. Crappy lemon squeezer. Guess I squoze too hard. My socks are stiff and I don't know why. I have an idea, but I don't think you'll admit to it. Just adopted this monster. What the hell should I name him? Rubber duck. Am I balding? 2 months old. It might be over for you, bro. New PC. Ignore Pablo. Dude puts himself as an investor for every stock he owns. College board cancelled my scores. Why were you in the bathroom for 15 minutes? Taco Bell. How am I supposed to eat this? Is this a challenge? Received my certificate today. You weren't the only one receiving it. My dog passed last year, but I was able to immortalize her in a Pokestop. I didn't know Enderman could do this. I wish I never knew. Is it normal to go on a walk in my neighborhood? Like in jeans and a sweatshirt? Are people gonna think I'm weird? Edit. Did drugs and got super paranoid. Sorry guys. The water is only boiling on the outside of my sausage. A femboy that's a tomboy sounds awesome, not gonna lie. Isn't that just like a guy? Found those weird looking balls on my abandoned makeup bag. Turns out those are lizard eggs. People who shoved their school papers in their backpack with no binder/folder. Where are you now? Not great, my dude. Not great. I got asked out today, and it wasn't because they liked me. No, it was because they and their friends were playing a game where they ask out a boy that they find unattractive. I know this because I heard them playing it one day in lunch while I walked by. I hate this school. What is an essential, not so obvious skill in life? Knowing when to shut up. Edit. Oh my gosh, didn't think this comment would get so much love. If you are offered $1 million, but to claim it you must enter the last video game you played and stay there for a year. If you accepted the money, how's life there? Me. I'm not an actor or a man, but me. Why the downvotes? Am I not good enough? Daddy's getting sad. Giraffes don't exist. 200k members. Giraffe totally exist. 18,000. I love democracy. 2 windmills are in a field. One windmill says to the other, "What type of music do you like?" The other replies, "Well, I'm a big metal fan." Take your up arrow and go away. Hard to beat local meat. I always beat my meat locally. People who unironically say kill all men still have a mental age of 12. You want to kill all men because you hate men. I want to kill all men because I like mass murder. We are not the same. What are some good non-sexual ways to relieve horniness? I just pull up my bank account. Instant killer. People of Reddit. What category do you think you're in the top 1% of? My IQ is 136, which is in the top 5% of the world. IQ of 136 apparently not enough to understand and answer OP's question. Single men of Reddit. What's the most single guy meal you have ever made? Bought a head of lettuce and ate it like an apple over the sink while occasionally dribbling salad dressing over it where I planned on biting. Google. We'll use Reddit's data for our AI. Google's AI. What are the best CDs of all time? How about you CDs nuts? No. Walked into a bar in Australia. I ordered a beer, but then the bartender noticed I was American. I asked, was it the accent or my choice of Budweiser beer? He said, because you're the largest monster I have ever seen in my life, mate. You press a button that kills you, but a perfect clone of you, mentally and physically, replaces you and receives $10 million. Do you press it? Why or why not? You had me at press a button that kills you. Yes, of course I would press it. Why wouldn't I? The internet shuts down in 1 hour. It will never be back again. How will you spend this hour? Get all my family photos and videos off the cloud and onto a USB safely. My M&M has a W instead of an M. Don't let capitalists trick you into believing that food only comes from a grocery store. Here's some wild food I foraged during a walk. My friend's dad found a crab holding a Donatello Pez dispenser. The rice here at home, when made in the slow cooker, always came out with a delicious fried flavor, and we never found out why. Today we opened it for maintenance and discovered several crackling lizards. I was urgently asked to make this for some reason. Cat bed I made. Girlfriend broke up with me, so I got high and built this. Do ultra high IQ people like big booty Latinas? This is arguably more relevant to the sub than most posts recently. I'll allow it. Found Pyrocynical's real height by taking the height of an Among Us plushie at 20 centimeters on Amazon, referring it to his body, and finding out that 160 centimeters. The moon is actually more useful than the sun, since the moon gives us light at night when it's dark. The sun only gives us light in the day when it's already bright. I'm glad they have 3 downvotes for this. Anti-homeless bench. What's the worst physical pain you've ever felt? Testicle torsion. Not gonna lie, Testicle Torsion sounds like a kick-ass band name. With their #1 hit, they had to shave me to save me. For first grade math, stressed my son out, literally impossible. A shape with 4 sides and 3 corners. There's a house in my attic. Part 2. Family Guy saved my life today. No, not a joke. I was choking on some chocolate and remembered the Family Guy skit where Peter makes himself vomit by sticking his fingers down the back of his throat. This worked after about 3 tries and saved me from choking to death. I'm currently recovering and deeply thinking about my life choices and my current mindsets. Do you think this potato looks like the Reddit icon? What is your favorite paradox? If you ask Rick Astley for his copy of the movie Up, he cannot give it to you as he will never give you up. However, in doing so, he lets you down, thus creating the Astley paradox. My kid got a box of onions instead of nuggets in his Happy Meal. I bought a machine to iron shirts, but it's actually terrifying. Instead of doing the deed, I cooked an Italian meal. My popcorn looks like the UK. I was banned and muted from an art subreddit for packaging my 3D printed work, so I printed it and packaged the mod. 1 million dead mosquitoes. You guys are annoying me. And man, you messed up my order. Man, that makes me angry. I steal these things, man. McDonald's messed up my order. Every time I'm charging and turn my phone sideways, an ominous red clock and this monstrosity appears. Why? And how do I change it? Is there a leash in the game? Like something someone can tie onto me and I can walk around with them or something. Dog licked a baby's head. I saw it. The baby was bald. How? How exactly was this a shower thought? I remembered it in the shower. Found a DS in my son's room. Decided to rip it apart to destroy it. This is why I hate video games. They appeal to the male fantasy. These J. Cole guys arguing over ice cream flavors. What ice cream flavors y'all like? Bird in ceiling. Anyone know what it is? Backrooms recreation for my hamster. Will I ever be able to eat my yogurt alone again? I'm so desperate to do the deed with a female clown. I can't take it. What do I do with him? He's so cute, but they are highly invasive. I live in Miami. My physics textbook. You guys, am I going bold? Redditors with thin walls. What have you heard in your apartments? Our neighbor's once talking loud, and I was nosy, so I put my ear up to the wall and realized she was reading him Harry Potter pretty enthusiastically, and it made my heart melt. I don't even have a title for how stupid this is. A student at my school today brought in some uranium to show his science teacher. Actual, certified, in a lead box with a radiation symbol on it, uranium. For some reason, the science teacher didn't confiscate it or inform admin, so of course during lunch, one of the kid's friends ate it. That kid is spending the night in hospital. How did he get uranium? I work in a high school. I literally don't even know anymore. Like nothing will ever surprise me now. My boss exploded. Boom. The second most common cause of death for Gen Z is ending their life. I think perhaps we should make some improvements to our society. Let's make that #1. Come on guys, follow me. Pick a movie, keep one actor. The rest are played by Muppets. Saving Private Ryan. You think it's just a Muppet movie until they save Matt Damon. Now reverse it and do The Martian. You think it's a normal movie until he makes contact with Earth and all its Muppets. How do I join a gang in Atlanta? Hey, I'm new to Atlanta, and I was wondering if there were any gangs you would recommend me joining. Some of my favorite artists is 21 Savage, Nodo, Working Lil Baby. I'm also white, 15, 5'7" and 130 pounds. I also have experience fighting. Please send me details on best gang to join in Atlanta.